and then you are dreaming and you see a young man in a long flowing robe, and he says, get up and come to the altar.
Right.
I need your help. So a hand grips your shoulder and you see Joanne standing above you, and she's like, wake up, you were screaming.
Yes. I love this dream, though, where you're just dreaming of man and is yelling at the top of your lungs.
Right. You're just like, this guy is in your dream and he's like, hey, man, I need your help. And you're just freaking out. Like, no, I hate helping people. This kiss. It's impossible. Okay. My voice sounds good today.
Does it? My voice sounds good today.
I'm sounding great. I'm singing a Nelson.
You're gonna be a star, kid.
This kiss. Faith Hill. Exact dupe.
So now let's play the original version, and
it'll sound exactly the same.
I'm going to play the original version right now.
This kiss. It sounds exactly the same.
It's exactly the same, yeah. Beware and warning, and welcome everybody to Choose Your Own Book Club. You're already on your phone. That's always a good start.
Yeah. Just checking out the news, because I've got a hot one from Tightwire.
Oh.
I have a theme song for Tightwire that Arthur wrote.
Okay.
So I can't wait until we get to that part of the book.
Great. Well, let's get into this podcast.
Yeah, we should probably do that first.
This is a podcast all about the Choose Your Own Adventure books.
Yeah.
And just the many adventures we get into along the way.
Accurate.
My name's Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
And so today we're covering The Journey to Stonehenge.
Yeah.
Number 35 by Fred Graver.
Yeah. And we learned some super interesting stuff about Fred Graver.
Yes. So I feel we should get into Fred Graver before we talk about this book.
Absolutely.
Because Fred Graver has such an interesting career. He's one of the very few people that has only written one Choose book so far. So it's been Douglas Tremaine, who wrote number 3.
Determine,
yes.
Yes.
Danger in the Desert.
Yeah, by Balloon to Sahara.
Yeah. He was a one and done, and so is Fred Graver. And so Fred Graver is the only one who's famous for not being a choose your own adventure author. He's more famous than Choose Your Own Adventure. It's so crazy. So let me look him up really quick.
It's like he reached out to Choose Your Own Adventure and was like, hey, can I write a book for you? I'm super famous.
Fred Graver was co-editor-in-chief for National Lampoon, the magazine.
Yeah.
Which was, for anyone that doesn't know, it was a little bit like Mad Magazine, but kind of more for adults.
Right.
Then he left that to join Late Night with David Letterman.
Right.
Before. Oh, he was a writer for In Living Color.
Like, that was big deal stuff.
Yes.
In the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but then he left that to write for a little show in 1992 called Cheers.
Oh my gosh.
Which he was eventually a co-producer. So
making your way in the world today.
Because he was.
Takes everything you got.
Because at least for sitcom TV, that's what happens. Like, you start as a writer, and then the more, I guess, power you get as the writer, then you get that producer credit.
Yeah.
So you would think that with all of his comedy background, this would be a very funny book.
You would think that he would have chosen a funnier topic to write about.
Yes. And this is deadly serious.
Yeah. And kind of boring? Question mark?
Yes, it's a very dim, grisly book.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of a boring book.
Right. It's like historical fiction fantasy kind of situation.
Yes.
I mean, it wasn't like terribly boring. Like some strands were boring. Some were more fun than others.
I guess let's get into Choose Your Own Summary. So, Abby, you're going to describe this book in 60 seconds or less.
Got it.
But you're going to choose how you want to do it.
Okay.
So, option number 1 is you're kind of a plunky kid reporter.
Yes, I am.
And you know how I feel about kids' news.
Yeah. By kids, for kids.
Exactly. We'll get into it. But
yeah.
I would like some sort of kids reporter exclusive. Mm-hmm. Option number 2. Again, this is about Stonehenge. Mm-hmm. So I think you're going to have to try to build some sort of Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
I think you're going to have to build some sort of Stonehenge on the floor.
No, I'm going to do the kid reporter.
Okay, I figured.
You have to pick my age, though.
You're 15 in this. How about 14? Kind of squeaky teen.
Okay.
Awkward.
Okay.
Just like that. Very nice. 60 seconds starts now.
This is Tight Wire. Tight Wire. Pew, pew.
Was that the song you came up with?
Yeah.
I love it.
Thanks. News by kids for kids. Hi, I'm your reporter, coming to you live with a story from Stonehenge. My name is Todd. I'm here with Garrett, and we
Halfway there.
we went on an adventure into time and space. We touched some stones and we went back in time. We saw some people in time, and oh boy, it was really wild. Then we came back through time. We came here. Back to you in the studio, Steve. Tight wire. Pew pew.
Breaking news. Chocolate milk has gone bad. More on this crisis as it develops. So I guess let's just get right into it.
Perfect.
This one comes with the normal warning. This one also comes with a special warning.
Ooh.
Which I feel is kind of not necessary.
It's appreciated.
It's appreciated, but I wouldn't consider it like a warning.
No.
I would say it's more like, here's interesting information about Stonehenge that's accurate and reliable, because nothing in the book is going to be.
It doesn't pertain to anything that you need to actually know. Mm-hmm. So it was very confusing, because it's like, you should read this briefing. It could really help you in your travels. And then you read this boring, dry paper about like how Stonehenge was formed, mm-hmm. and the second stage and the first stage and the final stage, and it literally plays nothing into the story.
Well, it does a little bit, because I guess I didn't know this going into it, but Stonehenge was kind of built over the period of generations.
Oh, yeah. Well, it wasn't built in like 2 days, Peter.
No, I understand that, but like over the course of like hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Between the years 2800 BC and 1400 BC in 3 separate stages. So that it would potentially had different uses throughout that run, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was all interesting, and it does sort of play into the book, but really not.
Yeah. Not like in any kind of useful way.
Right.
Not like in any kind of game mechanic type way.
Exactly, yes. And that's usually what the special warnings are. They're kind of explaining, hey, you're actually going to need to know this.
Right.
This is more just background information.
Right.
You are in the office of Tightwire.
Tightwire!
Pew!
Tightwire.
A subsidiary of Viacom. So it's a newspaper written by, for, and about kids all over the world. And again, you know how I feel.
Oh, yeah.
About news for kids by kids.
Sure, yeah. Like positively. Is how you feel.
Definitely. Although I do like a good highlights.
Oh, yeah.
I love
highlights is great.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you had to like do the thing where you had to like find, they showed you a picture and mm-hmm. another one next to it. You had to like find the differences. Mm-hmm. Those are cool. I especially loved when they made a mistake and there were no differences in the picture. And then you're looking at it forever and you're like, what? What could it be?
Does this actually happen?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's happened like just less than a handful of times in my life. But every time I would write a letter. You know,
to the editor.
Yeah.
Did they say like you got moxie, kid, and then were you a cub reporter?
No, they would write back and they would be like, "Oh, thank you for spotting this error," and that's basically all they would say.
Okay, yeah, you write for Tightwire, and
Tightwire.
Pew.
Tightwire.
So your editor in chief is your friend Mark, and he hands you a cablegram,
which is a thing.
Apparently,
is that like a?
I think it's probably a telegram, but
telegram,
just faster.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not like...
Right. Exactly. It might just be that, telegrams were sent through telephone lines, cablegram was sent through... I
Teddygrams were sent through the zoo channel. Uh-huh.
So here's the cablegram. Teenage archaeologists are working at Stonehenge under my leadership. Stop. New discoveries phenomenon will startle the world. Stop. Send reporter within 5 days. Signed, P.J. Engleton. I love this opening because this is my first note. I wrote, everyone a kid. So the archaeologists are kids.
Yeah.
The editor's a kid. You're a kid, obviously.
Right.
The driver is a kid.
Yeah, the kids are kids.
Yeah.
Everyone's a kid.
Everyone a kid.
Kidding around. I love it. Sounds like a crackpot to me.
Yeah, that's what Mark says.
Oh, so you say to Mark.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so yeah, you say that.
Mark's like, he's legit.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so PJ is, he's the real thing. He's 15 years old, but a brilliant student of history and archaeology. He and a group of other British kids convinced their government to let them dig around Stonehenge this summer. The first group in 10 years to get permission. Even if his discoveries don't startle the world, there's a story in Stonehenge and his group. And so,
yeah, and the story is, how did they convince their government? They're like, oi, can I dig around in Stonehenge? And the government's like, this is great. These kids are going to be occupied. They won't be doing stuff in the streets. They'll be digging around Stonehenge. Mm-hmm. We can do whatever we want.
They just have to come home before streetlights come on.
When your mom rings the dinner bell, you go back.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that night you're on a jet to London, and there's a young woman that greets you, and her name is Joanne. Her car is outside.
Mm-hmm. She works with PJ.
Yes. And it wasn't really clear how... She seems kind of like a secretary / driver.
I'm not sure what her position is on the dig team.
Right.
But I'd love to know more about her character.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really get to know Joanne too much.
No, you don't.
But I'm so curious about her.
Mm-hmm. But she kind of starts dishing about PJ because...
Oh, yeah. She's got the tea.
PJ is a child prodigy and a genius, although I'd say he's a self-proclaimed one. Very simply, he's a publicity hound.
The tea is steaming. The tea is piping.
Tea time in England.
Ooh, tut. Looks like rain. Get out the kettle.
You kind of ask Joanne, like, was this kind of a hoax? Is this even worth my time? And she says yes and no. PJ's made some wild claims. He says he's witnessing some very strange things around Stonehenge. Things that have to do with, as he puts, a breakdown in the walls of space and time.
It's technically not space, though. It's just time. Because you're staying in the same spot.
You are staying in the same spot.
You are staying in the same spot. You do not change spaces. Mm-hmm. It's just time. Joanne and PJ. PJ, you're a putz. You are a crackpot. You don't know what you're talking about. It's just time.
This is true.
Everyone knows how passionate I am about this subject, and this is one of those times where I'm going to pop off.
That's why you're the Cub reporter.
Yeah, I'm a Cub reporter. You know what? Highlights for kids, they know. They knew all those years ago when they emboldened me.
But the problem is, no one seems to know exactly what he's talking about. He's alone most of the time.
Because he's a nerd. He's annoying. He's not a nerd. Nerds are fine.
Right.
He's annoying.
He's more of a jerk is the thing.
Yeah, when you meet him, he's very annoying.
Right. So you just get to Stonehenge, and there's a really nice kind of details about the layout.
He's like, hello, Yank.
Yeah, a boisterous voice calls from behind you. And says, my name is P.J. Engleton, and he's described as a chubby English youth.
Where is your accent? Come on, Peter.
Hello, Yank. So he says, nice of you to come. I was thinking, if you want the real story about Stonehenge, you best stay in my tent with me.
What?
Very odd. And again, this is the first thing he says to you, not like anything else.
No, he doesn't. He's not like explaining like how they got, the government to approve the plan, where the dig sites are, his different people on his team. He's like, come and stay in my tent. It's going to be lovely. It'll be smashing.
Pip, pip.
No, he's like, come and sleep with me. I just met you.
So if you want the real story, stay in my tent. I'll think it over. There's no rush, but you won't regret it.
Right?
And then he just leaves.
And then he walks away.
Yeah, no other explanation.
PJ, like, I don't know. Get some, interpersonal skills, my friend. Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
We'll be tent buddies. Tent pals, old boy.
Oh, God.
Very odd.
PJ.
So as quickly as the conversation began, it ends, and PJ walks away. And Joanne says, this means he's finished talking. Yes, Joanne, when someone walks away from you, that's usually what it means.
I usually think that means they want me to follow them so I can continue the conversation.
Exactly.
You know?
So you say, I thought this part was so funny. So it says, so you say, PJ mentioned something about staying with him. And then Joanne says, what kind of reporter are you? How do you expect to get an objective picture of this expedition staying with one of its members? So she's questioning your journalistic integrity.
Right. Which I mean, yeah, you're like 15.
You're both 15.
Yeah. You have no journalistic integrity.
Exactly.
You're a child. Mm-hmm. You didn't go to school for journalism. You're still in school for like algebra.
Exactly, yes.
You're in shop class.
Exactly. You're still borrowing money for milk. Like
yeah.
So yeah, she says, well, it's up to you, of course, even though she guilted you into thinking it.
Right.
Just it's up to you, of course, but I'd stay on my own if I were you, at least until you get a better idea of what this is all about. That gets into the first choice. You can either stay in the tent with PJ.
Right.
Or you can go to the guest tent. So
right.
Based on our conversation just now, I'm guessing you went to the guest tent.
Nope.
What?
I stayed with PJ.
I am shocked.
Well, I just figured this guy needs a friend. You know? He seemed lonely. Mm-hmm. I felt bad for him.
Okay.
You know? And also because of all the stuff that he'd been saying about like a breakdown of space and time, I wanted to give him my 2 cents about how it's just probably a breakdown in space. If something actually happened, I wanted to be like, listen, actually, this is just a breakdown in space. If something did happen and we were transported somewhere, I wanted to be the one to point out to him.
I'm sure he would appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly.
Being a narcissistic man.
Yeah, and a scientist.
Would really appreciate you correcting him.
Right. I wanted to be the one to do that for him, though. So to be like, well, actually, PJ, this is just because we're going to the same location. We haven't changed spots. We're just experiencing a breakdown in time. Mm-hmm. So I said, I'll take my chances with PJ. I went to his tent. Mm-hmm. And so after we went to sleep, PJ, still awake, was like, there's something at the monument I want you to see. And I'm like, oh, God, I'm trying to sleep, PJ. So anyway, I rush out after him.
Well, it should be like, he should say like, hey, meet me there, not meet me in my tent.
Yeah. Right.
Like a weirdo.
Exactly. He could have said like, hey, like, I've been witnessing this really weird thing. You stay in the guest tent, but still meet me at the monument after dark, whatever.
Yes,
That would have been a little less creepy, but still. Joanne the whole time was like, I think you're making a big mistake. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, Joanne. Like maybe, but c'est la vie. So I rush out after him and he's like, I've been witnessing paranormal disturbances over the last few nights. I want you to observe them with me. And I was like, okay. So he brings me out to the Stonehenge.
And he doesn't bring any equipment with him.
No.
He brings you.
And a sleeping bag. So I'm like, sweet, me and my buddy are going to lay out under the stars. Mm-hmm. So we are like asleep under the stars. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden I wake up because I hear chanting.
So he brings you out there.
Yeah.
And he says, hey, I'm going to go to sleep. Wake me up. Wake me up when something happens.
He's
wake
like,
me up.
If anything happens, wake me up. And I'm like, like I have to be awake the whole time? What? Okay, man.
So that's the only reason you're there.
Yeah. So
and we keep going.
He's asleep. I'm awake. So the moon is like up and I hear noises coming from the inner rings of the monument and it's like voices chanting and they're chanting in a strange language. And I turn to wake PJ up. He's already awake. He's sitting bolt upright and his eyes look all clouded over like he's in a trance or something.
So I think from there, like, because he rushes more he goes towards the monument like he's in a trance.
Yes.
So you can either get help or you can follow him.
Yes. So I follow him into the circle.
Okay.
And because I'm like, if I go for help, he's going to be gone by the time I get back. I've seen that happen before. So I'm not going to leave him alone. I go into the circle and in the inner rings, the singing is really loud. It's like hundreds of voices are chanting. And then by the altar stone, there are 3 small stones, like the size of a golf ball, that are glowing and they have like kind of a rainbow color to them. There's 3 in a row, and the 2 on the outside start spinning around the one in the middle. And you're like, whoa, this is a great story. I'm going to tell it on tight wire. Tight wire. So you're like, what? A hit. This is going to be great.
Yeah, too bad you didn't bring a camera.
Right?
Or anything.
Or my notepad, right? I've got nothing. So
you didn't even bring like the fedora with like the little like press sticker on it.
Right? Or my press pass. Like, they're not even going to know that I'm here to tell the story and they shouldn't harm me. Like, come on. What am I going to do? PJ all of a sudden reaches out for the middle stone.
Yes.
And I'm like, your hand's going to get hit by the rotating ones. What are you doing? And then he holds his hand out to you, like his opposite hand. So you have to decide, like, what are you going to do?
Yes.
Are you going to grab his hand?
Or are you going to grab a stone?
Are you going to try to grab another stone? So I tried to grab his hand and pull him out. All of a sudden, the two of us, because he has the rainbow stone in his other hand, we get like hurled through the air. We're like spinning around and around, and his hand starts slipping out of my hand. Ugh, what am I going to do? And then there's like colors. It's like a riot of craziness. And I lose his hand, and I get dizzy, and I black out.
Okay, yes.
Next thing I know, I'm getting shaken awake by this like burly guy with a beard and a tunic.
You gave eyes.
Well, he's kind of...
He just has a man bun.
He's got a man bun. He's got a beard. He's carrying a big spear. He looks built.
He's a little ripped.
Yeah, so
Ebony, take a second.
He wakes me up, and I'm like, hi. How are you?
Is it hot in here?
What's up? How do I look? I'm looking okay. Help me. So he's wearing a rough burlap tunic. He has all these tools, and he speaks to me in a very guttural tones that somehow sound familiar. And I'm like,
yes.
Oh my. So I stand up, and I notice that my body and clothing have changed completely.
Yes.
I'm a different person.
Exactly, yes.
And he takes me to Stonehenge, which is actually in the process of being built.
Right.
And he's like, someone help Auric, which is me apparently. Yes. And I have like this pouch around my waist, which
has the stones in it.
Yes, the 3 stones are in that pouch. And they give me some tools, which are like my stone carving tools, I guess, because I'm a stone carver. Another boy who has like red hair is like, come on, I'll walk you down the road and we'll go home.
And all of these characters have names, which gets really confusing really, really fast.
Yeah. I'm Auric, and this kid named something, Starn or something, walking along with me, and he's like, all right, well, I have to go this way. You go home, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, and at this point, you can say, like, you can confess that, like, hey, I don't know what's going on.
Right.
Or you can fake it till you make it.
Right. And that's what I did. So I was like, hey, man, I don't know who I am or what's happening right now.
I didn't study for the test.
I don't remember where my home is or my own name. Okay. And he's like, oh, your name's Auric. My name's Starn. We live in this village. You are a stone cutter. You should probably go see the priestess's temple and see the healers there because it seems like you're super messed up. And I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's go. And it's like this big building with like the stones and colored glass and stuff. And you're inside, and he tells these ladies like, hey, this is my buddy Auric. He fell and bumped his head, and like, please take care of him. So they take your pouch with the stones in it. You're like, oh, snap, I just lost all the rocks. And they're starting to tend to your wounds. And they're like, oh, this is so weird. You're the second person who came in today with memory loss and accident. And you're like, oh, that's got to be PJ. I got to find PJ. He's probably somewhere in this room. And then you see a kid in the next room, and you're like, that's about PJ's age and size. It's got to be PJ. So you run over. You're like, PJ. And he's like, oh, I can't believe it. We've been sent back in time with those stones. So I'm glad he said just time.
That's
he's
true.
like, we're occupying the bodies of people from this time. Do you have the stones? You're like, no, the healers took them from me. We got to get them back.
But also, to back up a little bit, what was PJ's plan to begin with?
I don't know. I don't think PJ knows either. I don't think PJ knew what he was doing. This self-proclaimed genius.
Right, but he should have at least like, hey, I observed this part and this part, and so I assumed this would happen.
Right, like what's his scientific method?
Right.
He had no theory.
Right.
He's nothing.
He's wanted a sleepover.
He wanted a sleepover with a buddy. He didn't have anyone to like sleep under the stars with him. Then he sees these wild rocks and he's like, I'm going to touch it. And he did. And he's like, but I don't want to do it alone. So he grabs your hand. And then it's like, where's the method?
Exactly. But you find PJ.
You find PJ, and then all of a sudden, this hottie with a body comes strutting into the room.
That's the priestess.
And she's like, you're going to get your stones back just as soon as the astronomers finish looking at them. I'm the priestess of the moon tribe.
And through later branches, you find out, she is like the hottest lady in the Choose Your Own Adventure universe. No.
Yeah, look at her.
Well, what about House of Danger Lady?
Yeah, House of Danger Lady is pretty good too. So anyway.
But anyway, you find out in other branches that the priestess of the moon, she is also a time traveler.
Yep.
But she's kind of like okay being there.
Yeah. She's like, you guys, I understand that you are time travelers. This is a real bad time, though. Like, you came here at the worst possible time because we're about to get attacked by the huntsmen.
Yes.
We're going to have a war.
There's 3 different tribes.
Yeah.
There's the Moon Tribe, which is kind of neutral-ish.
Yeah.
And then there's the Beaker Tribe.
Yep.
Which is kind of like the Resistance. And then there's the Huntsman Tribe, which is the bad tribe.
Right.
It kind of steals from like all the lesser tribes.
Yeah. She's like, we are involved in this war with the huntsmen. They're trying to destroy us and the ring being Stonehenge.
Yes.
I hope that you're going to be saved from the fighting, but I can't promise anything. And so you're like, ooh, why won't you give us our stones back? Girl. So then you start hearing all this like screaming and shouting, and a guard comes in there. He's like, the huntsmen are attacking, so like take your positions. And PJ's like, what positions? Like, we just got here. We have no idea what to do. You're like, we gotta hide. So you and PJ take cover. And
what was the choice though? You can attack right away, or you can.
Because Starn comes in, he's like, you cowards! Like, what are you doing hiding? Like. You didn't enter the battle. Get out there. And so you're like, I don't want Starn to think that I'm a big baby.
I want to be cool.
We got to be doing something. So we either have to join the raiding party or choose to stay and defend the fortress. But I was like, if I'm going to die, I'm going to go down fighting. So I'm going to join the raiding party.
Okay.
We join the raiding party. We go out with Starn. We're raiding the huntsman's tribe. When we're doing that, we realize that the huntsmen had come and they have captured the priestess.
Yes.
And so the huntsmen have the priestess and they have tied her up, and they probably are holding her somewhere in their tents.
And yet you can join the mission to like try and free her. Did you do that? Uh-oh.
So yeah, we get over to the huntsman's camp, and Starn's like, I think that one tent is where the priestess is. So wait here, I'll get the others. And so we're waiting, and Starn is not coming back. So you're like, ooh, should we go back to the fortress, or should we try to rescue the priestess? And I was like, well, we need the priestess. We need her regardless. If she gets hurt, then we're kind of screwed and we're going to be here forever. So I was like, I'm going to go and save her.
Because you need the stones back too, right?
And she's a beautiful lady. I'm going to save her. We go in to get the priestess, and we see a couple huntsmen. We're going to distract them. We're going to throw some rocks, grab a handful of rocks, chuck them outside the woods. Huntsmen go running out. We go in. We get the priestess. We untie her. We take her out with us. We're like, come on, let's go. So we get out. We see the guards. They're coming. They're behind us. We're like, oh, gosh. So we start like scooting out through the woods. We're almost to Stonehenge, and the huntsmen leap from the bush. They capture us.
Yes.
They bring us back to their tents. They tie us up. And then we're sitting in there all tied up. We hear the battle raging overnight, and we're sitting there. We don't know who's winning, though. We just hear fighting. And then all of a sudden, the next day, the warlord of the huntsmen strides into the tent. We know it's going to be bad news. And he says, priestess, I've got some bad news for you. Your beloved ring of the moon is now ours, and we must offer thanks to the sun. So we are going to give you the privilege of being our first sacrifice. Tonight, you're going to be burned. The end.
Oh, see, I didn't get this. I got a different ending where you have to rescue her, and it fails, and like you get stabbed.
No, I was burned alive.
Yes. Which is a lot of the endings, allude to like sacrifice.
Yeah.
At Stonehenge, which never actually happened.
No.
There are human remains.
Yeah.
found at Stonehenge, but none of it was human sacrifices at all. I think one of the stones has like some iron in it, so it looks kind of red. So people thought that it was like blood, but it's not. It was that's just the way the stone looks.
Gotcha.
So yeah, there's no evidence that there was ever human sacrifice at Stonehenge.
Yeah. Regardless of which way you went, in the beginning, if you bluff your way through the town instead,
you meet these two guys.
These two guys.
This is the best. This is my favorite death. So, but keep going.
I didn't die doing this one.
Oh, okay.
You meet these two guys, and they ask you like, "Hey, man, do you want to be a spy?"
And so then you can spy on the princess.
Yeah, you can spy on the priestess. Mm-hmm. You go into her temple, and she like clocks you right away.
As a spy.
Yeah, she's like, "Hey, I know what you're doing. If you and your friend can like go out and time travel tonight, then I won't kill you."
Exactly, yes.
And so you and PJ just basically like go out that night with your time traveling stones, and you go back and you are like, "Oh, thank God. Oh, it worked. Oh, thank Jesus." And so you end up, being able to time travel back and not die. It's great.
But anyway, my favorite death was if you resist the call to spy. Because again, it's these two guys. I think they're part of the Moon tribe or whatever. They're part of your tribe. They want to give up the priestess to the huntsman to make it kind of easier. So they want you to spy on the priestess. And so if you refuse...
Right.
And so then, one of the guys, he starts chasing you with a knife. And then, you go out into the forest and you lose him. And then the other guy, he comes out. He's like, hey kid, come out here. I just want to talk to you really quick. I'm totally cool. I'm totally fine now. And then you come walking out. And then, of course, he stabs you then.
Oh, my God.
So he says, what I wanted to tell you is that you know too much. Goodbye. And so all that, he pulls a dagger from his tunic and thrusts it forward. Blackness descends on you as you fall to the ground at the end.
Wow. What I wanted to tell you is stab.
So I thought that was a good death, but there's just a lot of grisly deaths in this book, and they're not fun.
No.
Because I think with something like, even like our most recent one, Treasure Diver.
Yeah.
There was definitely grisly deaths in that, but it was just a little bit more in the vein of adventure and exploration.
Yeah.
This was just more, you are stuck and you're lost, and there's just grisly people around you, and there's war all around you.
Yeah, which I hate.
The failed priestess rescue I was thinking of was, you're trying to save her. Again, she's tied up. The huntsman camp is empty. You begin to rush forward. You enter the tent that Starn pointed out. Starn was your little friend.
Yeah.
And then you are hit on the back of your head. You struggle to reach the princess, but the pain in your head is too great for you to move. Looking into her eyes, you feel as though she is trying to thank you for your brave attempt to save her. Outside, PJ is yelling for Starn. He screams as the huntsman overtakes him. You tried, but it's too late now. Yeah. So yeah, you get bludgeoned.
That's my favorite.
It's very well written.
Yeah.
He's a very good writer.
Oh, for sure.
But it's just very grisly.
Yeah.
And just kind of mean and not fun.
No, you die and she forgives you for dying and failing her.
There's also
depressing. It's just depressing.
And I feel like a lot of the times it's like you just like witnessing things too. Like you witness the war between the Beakers and the Huntsmen.
Yeah.
You're not really involved. In your storyline, you were definitely involved in the war. Yeah. But most of the times I feel like you weren't really involved in the war. You just witness it. Because you're a reporter, it kind of makes sense. But you're just kind of witnessing these atrocities from prehistory.
Yeah. Did you do any of the ones where you stay in the guest tent?
Yes. I think the guest tent is probably the best option.
Yeah, it's more funny and fun because you get to meet Merlin.
Yes.
So yeah, if you decide to stay in the guest tent, then you go there and
you see this man.
Yeah. And then you are dreaming and you see a young man in a long flowing robe, and he says, "Get up and come to the altar.
Right.
I need your help." So a hand grips your shoulder and you see Joanne standing above you. And she's like, wake up, you were screaming.
Yes. I love this dream, though, where you're just dreaming of man and is yelling at the top of your lungs.
Right. You're just like, this guy is in your dream and he's like, hey, man, I need your help. And you're just freaking out. Like, no, I hate helping people. Just flipping out. So then you tell Joanne about your dream and she like seems like she's in a trance, but then she just like snaps out of it and starts laughing at you. She's like, that's weird. It's so wild. Dreams are fun. Okay.
So there's a different, right. So you can either like, I think, go with her and like kind of like forget your dream, or you can like follow the dream and what it said.
Yeah.
So then, you go to Stonehenge. Basically, same thing happens. You go back in time.
Yep.
And you see Merlin.
Yep. You see Merlin.
But he's a young Merlin.
Yeah.
It's not like King Arthur Merlin.
No, he's like young, looking like an angel with like whitish blonde hair and a long flowing robe. You basically get there and he's like, hey, man, do you want to fly? And you're like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, because he needs your help.
Yeah.
It's never really said why.
No.
But he needs your help. It's very funny. Something terrible is afoot. Aurelius is kind of the bad guy in this plot line.
Yeah.
Is turning my monument into a fortress. So in this branch, Merlin has made Stonehenge. So he is going to build walls where I have built doors. I strongly suspect that he has other schemes in mind as well. And he says, we must leave here. And then he's about 10 feet off the ground. And then he just casually says to you, oh, I should have told you. When I brought you back in time, I gave you certain powers. You can fly.
Okay, man, you can fly now.
You can also transform yourself into other creatures should the need arise, which it does arise, and you never do it.
Right. And it's like, I saw the sword in the stone. I could be a squirrel right now.
Yes.
I could be meeting a pretty girl squirrel. And then I could break her heart, which was the really sad part of that movie.
Merlin. Plot line.
Yeah.
So he made Stonehenge, and Aurelius is a bad wizard.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. He wants to take over Stonehenge.
Right. For his own evilness gains.
And I think it's really hard to fail this plot line. Usually,
One time, though, Merlin like ditched me in a tree and then was like, wait here.
Yes.
And then I waited and then he doesn't come back. And then you're like, should you keep waiting or should you go look for him? You wait. And then it's like, and then the next choice is like, should you keep waiting or should you go look for him? I was like, oh my God.
But I think the correct answer was, you got to keep waiting, because then he finally comes back. He's like, we got to get out of here. We're just done.
I know. And it's really dumb because I'm like, why did you make me wait so long?
So then Merlin just fixes it.
Yeah.
Because he's Merlin. Because of course he does.
Right. But he also is like, hey, I get that you're a time traveler because I've also time traveled. And like, it's super cool and fun, right? Love it.
Is there anything else you wanted to get through? There's one more thing I wanted to talk about really quick.
Go ahead.
There's another storyline with PJ. This was a weird one for me because I read like 4 storylines and then I basically read the book from cover to cover, not chronology, but page-wise.
Yeah, to try to find stuff.
Not even to try and find stuff. It was just like, I gotta get through this book. So that was more my way through it. And there's only like 3 real stories in this book.
Yeah.
And so, unlike other Choose books, if you kind of just read it from front to back, you can basically get most of what's happening, which I don't think is good for a Choose book.
Huh. That's weird.
But anyway, there's one storyline I came across where PJ kind of takes over power.
What?
So you go looking for PJ, and the guard leads you into the inner ring of Stonehenge, where PJ stands in front of a large tripod on which are mounted a variety of stones, jewels, and bronze pieces. And he says, I will show you how we punish traitors.
What?
He winks at you, and you realize this is a necessary deception. And then, so PJ is clearly like going evil, even though like, hey, I'm pretending to be evil, wink. And I was like, well, how long before you're actually evil? And then he's like, hey, I'm not going back. Because why would you? If you're kind of a narcissistic person like PJ,
Yeah.
this is kind of your dream come true.
What the heck?
And then so PJ's like, hey, take all this stuff. Just take stuff and go back in time. Go back to our time. And then so you take all this stuff. You use the stones to go back in time. But when you awake, the stuff is gone. You basically have like no evidence that any of this happened besides PJ is missing.
So weird.
Yes. Because again, there is this whole kind of like quantum leap thing of like you are inhabiting someone else's body.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe that's what they were going for.
Huh.
What did you think of this one?
So parts of it I thought were fun and interesting. I thought the time travel part of it was kind of cool. And the mechanics of it made more sense than like the Cave of Time and Space.
Yes.
So I liked that about it. The warring tribe stuff of it was like you get there and you basically don't get to do any exploring. You just basically are like thrown into a battle and die.
Right.
Or in the Merlin timeline, it's like you're thrown into a tree. You don't get to do any of the actual like fun stuff with Merlin. You're just like hidden in a tree and he solves all the problems. So I know there's that other like the beakers stuff and there's other things that I didn't really get to read in any of my run-throughs. And there was something about racing, people on foot, and
Yes, because there's this whole like almost kind of like Olympic Games, and the losers get sacrificed.
Yeah.
Which again, that at least in Stonehenge, that didn't happen.
right. And so there was other stuff that happens that it's like, man, it's like it could have been so much more like exploring and like learning about the culture and stuff like that. And it was just like you kind of get tossed into the situation, you die.
Yes.
So it could have been, I think, a little bit more fun, but it was just like you travel in time and you die.
Basically, yeah. And I felt this one had like no sense of place. Obviously, Stonehenge is the main attraction, the main setting, and that's obviously easy to picture. But then so much of this book is, hey, you're going to go over to this tribe over here, or you're going to go to this castle, this fortress, away from Stonehenge. And I was like, well, now I'm not really picturing it the best because we're going away from the one thing that I know, the one centerpiece. So it was really hard to kind of picture where things were in my mind. There were so many unnecessary character names.
Oh, yeah.
And it made it really confusing.
Yeah. And this one, I think, is one that you can still get, right? This one
No. This
No?
is interesting because this is Journey to Stonehenge. R.A. Montgomery wrote Forecast to Stonehenge.
And is that very different?
It's pretty different. There's some carryover.
Okay.
Obviously, it takes place in Stonehenge.
Right.
That one's a lot more magical. Actually, I would recommend that one more than this one because that one's a lot more about like the magic of the area and it's more fantastical.
Gotcha.
I think that plays more into the Merlin-ness of it all.
Got it.
R.N. Montgomery actually wrote that in 2007. It was outside of the original run, so we might have to cover that at a later time.
Much later, yeah.
So yeah, I didn't enjoy this one. And this one, above all else, is just not fun.
Yeah, not really.
There's no whimsy to it. There's no joy. It's just despair.
If you like kind of dark and depressing books, then maybe this one would be good for you. Our choose your own sommelier.
CYOA sommelier.
Yeah, our CYOA sommelier-ness is back. I would say if you like a dark, depressing roast, this one is for you.
It's well written. I think Fred Graver is a good writer.
Oh, for sure.
It was very well written. It's just, I don't think it's for kids, and I don't think there's any real adventure.
Yeah, like when you read a book that's real dark, and then you need to read something really uplifting for a while, like you need a palate cleanser. That's kind of how I felt after reading this one. I was like, oh, I need something bright. I need something bright to cleanse the palate. Because it was just like, oh man, every one of my run-throughs was like a bummer.
It really was.
It was.
That was Journey to Stonehenge. Let's get to our mailbag really quick. Because I wrote...
Oh, yeah, wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
So I wrote to Edward Packard again.
Hey, Mr. Postman.
And so...
Oh, yeah.
So I wrote to him about the young readers and if he had any insight.
Yeah.
So this is what he said. So he said, "Happy holidays."
Aw, thanks, Grandpa.
Right?
Does he listen to our show?
No.
Aw.
But to be fair, no one does. So it's...
None of our parents or grandparents do. It's true.
So he says, "Happy holidays." He says, "I think all of us thought a CYOA series for younger readers should be launched." And I asked him about how successful they were because they ended before the main series ended. And so he said, "They did fairly well, but nothing like the main series. I liked writing the books for older readers better, perhaps because I had the mind of a 12-year-old rather than one of a 6-year-old."
That makes sense.
I think that's true. I think that's fair. I think the few that we have read, we're up to 2 now. They're fun, at least.
Yeah.
So thanks for choosing us today, everybody. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the show on the podcatcher of your choice, just so you can stay on top of recent episodes. If you can rate and review us, either on Apple Podcasts, we've been getting so many nice reviews, thank you so much, or Spotify, or Pocket Casts, or there's a couple other platforms out there that allow you to rate. Whatever you use, if you can rate us, that really helps out the show, helps us grow a little bit. You can follow us on Instagram because Abby will post some of the pictures.
You betcha.
And just some other fun...
I will post so many pictures of Our Lady. Our Lady of Hotness. The Priestess of the High Moon.
Maybe you can do like a comparison, like House of Danger Lady.
I'll do a poll.
House of Danger Lady
poll.
versus Priestess of the Moon.
I'll do a pass or smash.
Do I have to leave that in?
No.
Okay. So Abby just posts a lot of fun stuff over there. So make sure you give her a follow.
Yeah.
You can email us at chooseyourowncbookclubpodcast@gmail.com. You can get a shirt or a sticker with our very cool logo on it at Redbubble.
Red Burble.
I think that about covers it. Thanks for choosing us today, everybody. Our next book will be number 36, The Secret Treasure of Tibet. Yo.
Bye.
By Richard Brightfield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's definitely a good writer.
Yeah, tricky dicky.
Now you're just trying to get things cut out.
Oh. Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Well, we'll see.
Sometimes it's just more fun when they're stinkers.
Well, anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry for this one. Next one will be better. We promise.
Next one will be funnier. Here, ready? I'll make some jokes about this one. Journey to Stonehenge. More like journey to... Journey to PJ's tent.
I'll leave that in, but I'm going to cut out everything else and no one's going to know why that was funny.
Oh, God. Okay.
Thanks for choosing us today, everybody. My name's Peter, I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
We'll see you next time.